When people tend to think of this location where it is in Mount Dora, there's not people that need food in Mount Dora. You don't have to go too far to see that.
You know, you have families that are working and they cannot afford to pay rent. You know, that's a new type of homelessness.
I got to the point where I was unable to work, so have needed resources to help me. And when I heard about Lake Cares, I was so amazed and enthused. I would not be able to survive without them.
Here in Lake County, it's actually really surprising how many people are in need. We're doing about 55,000 people just this last year, which is outrageous numbers to think. And it's not just your typical stigma of the homeless person on the side of the street. It's your working class families who have a job, who go to work to provide for their families, but they're having to make those tough choices of putting a roof over their head or putting food on their table for their families.
We talk about how Lake Cares got started, literally from one person seeing a need for just a few people.
We had collected food to be able to take care of people. It was when the economy had tanked and people were going through foreclosures and things like that. And so this U-Haul was filled with food in front of Hillcrest Insurance in Mount Dora. And the line for the people was tremendous. And that's when Lake Cares got birthed.
It was distribution day, and there was a mom with 4 or 5 kids, not in car seats, bouncing around the car, in line, had an appointment to get food that day. And when we were getting her information for the food distribution, her car broke down. And all the volunteers, including myself, got out and we pushed the car off to the side and all the way down the alley to a mechanic. And I asked her, why aren't your kids in school? What's going on? What brought you here today? And she was running from a domestic violence situation. And she told me that she didn't have enough money for the physicals for her kids to go to school. And so within a 30-minute conversation, we were able to get her appointments at no cost to her. We made another phone call to a donor. We told him the situation, and the donor was then able to cover her costs for her bill for her car. It was really kind of like an aha moment that, you never know why someone's pulling up to our doors.
To see Lake Cares over this summer provide meals for children, hundreds of children, we're able to give them food for 7 days a week. And to see and to hear the parents say what that meant to them, I can't even put words into it.
There are so many stories out there.
What I've seen roll out and become an actual vision over the last dozen years or so is truly, truly just the first step.
The need has always outpaced the resources, right? And that's normal. We haven't had enough room, but we made it work. With God's faithfulness, we made it work. It's been incredible just to think about the future and that we're prepared for the future, I think, to really meet the need of those that are hungry, those that need help.
We are so excited to be able to announce our new building. It's going to be 22,000 square feet of pure, brand new warehouse space.
Oh man, this new building project, it's one of those things where it is going to be a ray of sunshine for this community.
It'll allow for a much more streamlined process. It'll allow for not running back and forth between the actual pantry to the warehouse.
It's just going to make it so much easier for people to have accessibility to food.
In our new facility, we'll also be able to have multiple offices for client services. We'll be able to have an insurance navigator to maybe help those who need some guidance on Medicare. And then we'll also have a SNAP office for SNAP applications. And we're also going to be able to offer a career resource area for them. And we'll have a current list of who's hiring to really hopefully get them back to self-sufficiency.
Lake Cares receives no federal funding. It is a community-supported organization. 100%. It is supported with people's time and talent, and those are the volunteers at the pantries or the people that do food drives for us. And then it is supported by people who just stop off at the back door and drop us off a check.
The biggest need that we're facing right now at Lake Cares is our new warehouse. We want to make sure that we walk into this ideally debt-free. We would love to be able to secure all of the dollars before we open our doors for the very first day. And people can get excited and be a part of this legacy that we're leaving in Lake County.
We have the great leadership. We have the vision. We have what we need. What we don't have right now are the resources, but like I said, the resources are right here in Lake County. The people here, the money is here. It's just a matter of will everyone play their part.
There are families out there who are doing their best, life hits them, and they need help. And that's what Lake Cares is for.